What if attracting incredible wealth isn't just about the grind, the long hours, or even the smartest investments? What if there's something more fundamental almost, energetic, like a secret at play? Today we're taking a deep dive into what the InGas Life audiobook calls the law of abundance. And our mission really, for you listening, is to unpack why some people seem to just effortlessly draw prosperity into their lives, while others are just endlessly chasing it. We'll explore how you can fundamentally shift your own energy, moving from that scarcity mindset to one of overflow, and why cultivating this inner wealth vibration can actually manifest more prosperity than any traditional strategy. So by the end of this deep dive, you're going to see why those conventional paths to wealth, well, they might be failing you. And maybe more importantly, how truly understanding and tuning into your abundance frequency can draw more prosperity into your life than years of hard work ever could. Opening doors you expect, sure, but also doors you never even imagined. So let's get into it. Okay, let's dive right in. The abundance mindset is a term I think a lot of our listeners have heard, but what's often missed in the common understanding. And how does the InGas Life audiobook really deepen our perspective on, how it's fundamentally different from conventional ways of thinking about wealth?
Right. Well, the core insight here, I think, is that an abundance mindset isn't just positive thinking. It's a really profound shift in how you see the entire world. It's like looking through a lens of infinite possibilities, endless opportunities, and resources. At its heart, it's this unwavering belief that there's truly more than enough for everyone, whether we're talking money, success, love, happiness, whatever. And that stands in direct opposition to a scarcity mindset, which, operates from that limiting belief that resources are finite.
That zero-sum game idea.
Exactly. One person's gain has to be another's loss. This abundance mindset liberates you. It helps you recognize that wealth and success aren't fixed things to be fought over. They can actually be endlessly created and expanded.
That is a powerful reframe. It sounds like it really challenges the very fabric of how many of us were raised, thinking about competition and resources. What are the psychological underpinnings? Like, how do our thoughts and beliefs literally shape our reality here?
Well, the psychology behind it is surprisingly concrete. It's really rooted in our brain's incredible ability to adapt, neuroplasticity. Think of your brain like a path in a forest. The more you walk a certain way, the more you think a particular thought, the deeper that path gets. Neuroplasticity shows we can actually carve new paths. We can strengthen those positive neural connections. So consistently thinking in terms of abundance, it makes optimistic, opportunity-focused thinking your brain's sort of default setting. And it's crucial to get this. This isn't about ignoring challenges. It's not toxic positivity. It's about acknowledging obstacles, sure, but maintaining this unshakable faith in your ability to find solutions.
So it's not just a feel-good idea. There's actual brain science backing it up. Can you point to any tangible, real-world examples or studies, something that shows the impact this mindset has on people's lives?
Oh, definitely. Research in positive psychology consistently shows that individuals with an abundance mindset, well, they tend to be more successful. They're more resilient, more adaptable. They're just more inclined to take calculated risks, pursue opportunities when they pop up, and bounce back quicker from setbacks. And all of those are absolutely critical attributes for building lasting wealth and achieving, significant success.
And how does this way of thinking, this mindset, influence how we interact with other people? Because wealth isn't just a solo game, is it?
No, not at all. It's deeply interconnected. An abundance mindset fundamentally changes how you interact socially. Instead of seeing relationships as competitive battles for limited stuff, you start seeing them as collaborative opportunities for mutual growth, mutual benefit. And this perspective, it just naturally fosters stronger networks, more meaningful connections, and it significantly increases opportunities for wealth creation through partnerships, shared successes, places where everyone can win.
Yeah, I can really see how that creates a positive ripple effect. Okay, so for someone listening right now who's thinking, I want to start cultivating this, what are some practical first steps? How do you begin?
Right. It absolutely requires conscious effort and
Right.
consistent practice. You start by regularly challenging your own limiting beliefs, actively reframing negative thoughts when they come up, and really diligently looking for evidence of abundance in your daily life. This means consciously choosing to celebrate someone else's success instead of feeling threatened, shifting your focus to what you do have, not what you lack. And the beautiful thing is this mindset is self-reinforcing. It creates this kind of virtuous cycle. Its foundation is really understanding that we live in an expanding universe where growth and creation are just natural laws. Think about nature, countless seeds leading to endless forests, or the infinite stars. It's all around us.
That's a fantastic foundation. Okay, building on that, the sources bring up wealth consciousness. This sounds like a much more holistic view than just, financial prosperity. Is that right?
It really is a deeper dive, yeah. Wealth consciousness is described as this profound understanding and awareness of abundance that goes way beyond just money. It encompasses a holistic perspective, physical vitality, mental clarity, emotional well-being, spiritual connection, all of it. So developing it means starting to perceive unlimited potential for abundance in every aspect of your life, not just your bank account. At its core, it's about recognizing that wealth is actually our natural state of being, aligning with nature's cycles of continuous growth. And that creates this sort of magnetic effect that just effortlessly draws opportunities and abundance towards you.
That idea, wealth as our natural state, that's really counterintuitive for a lot of people. If that's true, what does this holistic wealth actually encompass? Beyond the financial, what are these different facets?
Yeah, it's a big shift. We're talking about comprehensive well-being. So robust health, fulfilling relationships, work that feels meaningful and engaging, a strong spiritual connection, continuous personal growth. And of course, financial wealth is part of that picture too. But when you broaden your understanding of wealth beyond just the dollars and cents, you open yourself up to receiving abundance in all its diverse forms.
But if it's our natural state, why do so many of us struggle with developing this wealth consciousness? What are the common barriers the sources point to?
That's a crucial question. Many people struggle because of these deeply ingrained mental blocks. Often they stem from childhood experiences, societal programming, or maybe past difficulties with money. You hear these common limiting beliefs, these powerful phrases like money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy, or maybe just a deep feeling of I don't deserve abundance. Ha, these aren't just fleeting thoughts. They actually create energetic barriers. They impede the natural flow of wealth into your life.
So it's really about identifying and dismantling those internal walls. What are some consistent practices someone can do to really start developing this awareness?
Developing this awareness definitely requires consistent, conscious effort. It really starts with rigorously observing your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions around money and abundance. When you notice that scarcity-based thinking pop up, you learn to pause and consciously shift your perspective. Maybe that means reframing a challenge as an opportunity, or deliberately choosing to focus on what you have rather than dwelling on what you lack. It also involves consistent engagement with practices like spending time in nature, just observing its inherent abundance, studying successful people who seem to embody wealth consciousness, and importantly, surrounding yourself with people who naturally operate from an abundant mindset.
It sounds like a kind of daily recalibration. Are there specific tools or exercises you'd recommend for practical application? Something concrete?
Absolutely. One really effective practice is regular visualization exercises. By vividly imagining yourself living in a state of complete abundance, really feeling it, you start to energetically align yourself with that reality. And this isn't passive daydreaming, it's actively programming your subconscious mind to recognize and attract wealth. Another powerful tool is keeping a wealth consciousness journal.
Mhm.
Daily entries could include noting instances of abundance you witnessed, recording moments of genuine gratitude, or documenting successful manifestations no matter how small they seem. This literally trains your awareness to spot abundance instead of defaulting to scarcity. And critically, healing your relationship with both giving and receiving is vital. True wealth consciousness thrives on a balanced flow.
And if we zoom out again, how does really cultivating this wealth consciousness reshape our entire view of the world?
Cultivating wealth consciousness, it fundamentally transforms your perception. It leads you to recognize that we live in this abundant universe where there truly is more than enough for everyone. This deep awareness diminishes any perceived need for competition or hoarding because you learn to trust in the continuous flow. When you embody this understanding, you naturally attract more wealth, yes, but importantly, you also uplift those around you. As your wealth consciousness deepens, you'll start noticing remarkable synchronicities, opportunities that seem to perfectly align with your expanded awareness. Your decisions will just naturally gravitate towards abundance principles. And this creates a powerful, positive feedback loop. Each experience of abundance reinforces and strengthens your consciousness even further.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, now let's tackle a common hurdle. Scarcity thinking. Where does it come from, typically, and how does it show up in our lives?
Scarcity mindset. It's really deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness, isn't it? Often it stems from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, maybe even inherited generational patterns. And this ingrained way of thinking, it manifests as, that constant nagging worry about not having enough. an acute fear of loss, a strong resistance to spending or investing money, even when it's clearly for growth. Many of us carry what you might call money trauma. It's not just hearing things like money doesn't grow on trees, but maybe experiencing real lack or witnessing financial struggles that leave this lasting emotional imprint. This creates these unconscious neural pathways in our brains that just automatically default to scarcity thinking. It's that gut clench when a bill arrives, or that automatic urge to hoard even when, logically, you have enough.
Wow. So it's almost like our brains are wired for it early on, not just a passing thought.
Yeah.
What's the crucial first step then to breaking free from these ingrained patterns?
The essential first step is becoming acutely aware of your specific limiting beliefs. Really notice when thoughts like, I can't afford it, or there's never enough, or maybe even rich people are greedy pop into your head. Recognize that these aren't objective facts, they're programmed responses you've absorbed along the way. You need to begin rigorously questioning these beliefs. Are they truly yours? Do they serve your highest good? And where exactly did they come from?
And for those who've experienced genuine money trauma, as you called it, how does one begin to heal that deep-seated fear?
Healing past money trauma requires immense compassion and patience with yourself. It really does. Start by acknowledging the pain, the fear, the anxiety you've carried around money. Allow yourself to truly feel it without judgment. A powerful exercise is to actually write down your earliest memories concerning money. Explore how those experiences might have shaped your current relationship with wealth. This conscious awareness creates that vital space needed for healing and transformation to actually begin.
That sounds like deep but really necessary work. What are some powerful tools or techniques for transformation that can help with this process?
Yeah, there are some great tools. Transformative tools include consistent use of affirmations, powerful visualization, and various energy clearing techniques. So replace negative money statements with empowering ones like, money flows to me easily and abundantly, or I am worthy of profound wealth. Say them, feel them. Visualize yourself living in secure abundance, truly feeling the ease and freedom that comes with it. Practice energy clearing techniques, maybe something like emotional freedom technique, EFT, or focused meditation, specifically to release those old energetic patterns. But the key here is consistent practice. When scarcity thoughts arise, and they will pause, acknowledge them, and then consciously choose a different, more expansive perspective. Instead of, I can't afford this, maybe pivot to, how can I create the resources for this?
Yeah.
You're literally retraining your mind to notice abundance in all its forms in nature, opportunities, relationships, just everyday experiences.
It sounds like our environment plays a pretty big role in reinforcing these new thought patterns too, doesn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely crucial. Surround yourself with people who exhibit healthy relationships with money and abundance, people who lift you up. Actively consume content books, podcasts, inspiring videos that reinforces abundant thinking. Get it into your system. You can also create tangible reminders of abundance in your physical space, maybe through plants that multiply or symbols of prosperity that resonate personally with you, like a vision board.
I'm curious, what are some of the more subtle ways scarcity thinking can show up? Things we might not even notice in daily life.
Yeah, it often shows up in very subtle ways, often through our language and behavior. Pay attention if you find yourself, say, holding on to things you genuinely don't need out of some fear of future lack. Or maybe hesitating to invest in yourself or your growth, feeling like it's an expense rather than an investment. Or constantly comparing prices for negligible differences, focusing on the pennies. These seemingly small behaviors subtly but powerfully reinforce a scarcity consciousness within you.
So what does this all mean for the broader impact of making this shift? What can someone truly expect on this journey of breaking free from scarcity?
Well, breaking free isn't about denying financial realities or just engaging in wishful thinking. It's really about consciously choosing a more expansive perspective, one that allows you to truly see opportunities, solutions, possibilities that were previously invisible because you were focused on limitations. This shift creates mental and energetic space for new ideas and unexpected resources to emerge. And as you continue this journey, remember to be gentle with yourself. Old patterns will resurface, especially during challenging times. That's totally normal. It's part of the process. The key is to recognize them quickly and consciously choose to redirect your focus back to abundance thinking. Each time you make that conscious choice, you strengthen your abundance mindset and you progressively weaken the ingrained hold of scarcity.
That's a fascinating way to look at it. But let's talk about rich energy. It sounds like a truly tangible force. What exactly is it, and how does it attract abundance into our lives?
Rich energy, yeah, it's far more than just a concept. It's this palpable force that you can actually feel, cultivate, and intentionally direct toward creating abundance. When we talk about rich energy, we're referring to the high vibrational frequencies directly associated with wealth, prosperity, and that expansive feeling of well-being. Through the universal law of resonance, the principle that attracts these elevated energetic frequencies naturally draws similar experiences and opportunities into your life.
So it's about matching frequencies then. What's the first step in cultivating this energy? Is it understanding where your energy is right now?
Precisely. The critical first step is becoming deeply aware of your current energetic state. Throughout the day, our energy naturally fluctuates based on our thoughts, our emotions, our interactions. Rich energy feels expansive, it feels light, undeniably positive. It's characterized by genuine feelings of confidence, boundless possibility, and personal empowerment. When you're operating in this high vibrational state, you just naturally feel capable, worthy, and authentically aligned with abundance.
And how can our physical environment, our space, either support or maybe hinder this rich energy flow?
Oh, your physical space exerts a profound influence on your energetic state, so creating an abundant, supportive environment is crucial. Start by decluttering your surroundings. Stagnant energy associated with clutter can genuinely block the flow of abundance. Then, intentionally choose colors, objects, artwork that evoke feelings of prosperity and inspiration for you. Maybe incorporate fresh flowers, select crystals if that resonates, or natural elements like plants to really elevate the overall vibration of your space.
So what should daily practices for elevating your energy look like? What can people actually do?
Daily practices for elevating your energy should ideally integrate meditation, conscious movement, and mindful breathing. Maybe start your day with a prosperity meditation, visualizing yourself surrounded by a golden, vibrant light of abundance, feeling it. Engage in physical activities that make you feel powerful and alive. Could be yoga, dancing around the kitchen, a brisk walk in nature, whatever works for you. And deep, conscious breathing specifically helps to clear out those lower energetic frequencies and actively raises your vibration to match that of wealth.
Our social connections must play a role here too, right? You hear that phrase, energy is contagious.
They absolutely do. Your relationships, your social connections, they profoundly influence your energetic state. It's so true. So prioritize surrounding yourself with individuals who consistently operate at high frequencies, people who hold a genuine belief in abundance. And it's probably advisable to limit exposure to those who constantly complain, excessively worry about money, or just maintain a deeply ingrained scarcity mindset. Because energy is contagious, and you will naturally absorb the predominant energy of those you spend the most time with.
And once we start cultivating this rich energy, how do we protect it? Protect it from external drains or negativity.
Yeah, protecting your rich energy is just as important as cultivating it. This involves implementing energy protection techniques. Things like visualizing a protective light shield around yourself before entering challenging situations. Engaging in regular energy clearing practices like smudging or even just a salt bath. And establishing strong energetic boundaries in your interactions. Saying no when you need to. Be acutely mindful of any activities, commitments, or even relationships that consistently drain your energy and take decisive steps to address them.
Are there any other powerful tools for raising our energetic frequency that we haven't touched on yet?
Yes, definitely. Music and sound are incredibly powerful tools. Seek out specific abundance frequencies, binaural beats designed for prosperity, or simply any music that genuinely makes you feel prosperous and empowered. Consistently use positive affirmations and mantras throughout your day to maintain that high vibration energy. Speaking words of abundance aloud actually helps to program your entire energy field for wealth attraction.
And our physical body, it's our energy vessel, right? So treating it well must be absolutely essential for this.
It is absolutely essential. Your physical body is your primary energy vessel. Treating it with profound care and respect is crucial for maintaining a high level of rich energy. Nourish yourself with high-quality, vibrant foods. Ensure you stay adequately hydrated. Prioritize sufficient restful sleep. It's foundational. And regular energy healing practices, maybe Reiki or acupuncture if you're drawn to them, can also be really beneficial in clearing energetic blocks and maintaining optimal flow throughout your system.
So what does this all mean for the big picture of cultivating rich energy? Is it like a one-and-done achievement or more of an ongoing practice?
This is where it gets truly transformative. Cultivating rich energy is a continuous, ongoing practice. It's completely normal for your energy to fluctuate, right? But with consistent attention and intention, you can establish a baseline of prosperous energy that becomes your natural state. By meticulously paying attention to how various activities, environments, interactions affect your energy, you can make conscious, intentional choices that consistently support your highest energetic frequency. By actively maintaining this rich energy, you become an incredibly powerful attractor for wealth and abundance. Your elevated frequency naturally draws opportunities, resources, connections that perfectly match your prosperous vibration. It lays a solid foundation for sustainable abundance.
Moving on, I want to talk about gratitude. Most of us think of it as just being polite, saying thank you.
Yeah.
But the sources describe it as having this truly transformative power, even at a surprising scientific basis. How does that work?
Right. Gratitude is way more than just good manners. It's a profound force that radically transforms our relationship with abundance. And yes, recent scientific studies have compellingly shown that consistently practicing gratitude actually rewires our brains. It literally increases activity in regions associated with reward, pleasure, positive emotion. This isn't just a mental shift, it's a neurological reset. It creates an optimal state for actively attracting and receiving abundance in all its varied forms.
So it literally creates a physiological abundance response.
Yeah.
That's quite a claim.
It absolutely does. When we express genuine gratitude, we activate what researchers sometimes call the abundance response within our bodies. This physiological state is characterized by a significant decrease in stress hormones like cortisol and a measurable increase in feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. It also enhances something called heart-brain coherence, where your heart rhythm and brain waves synchronize. This leads to greater emotional regulation and better cognitive function. These biological changes literally make you more receptive to opportunities, more creative in solving problems, and just far more magnetic to positive experiences and resources.
So if our physiology changes, it sounds like gratitude must supercharge the manifestation process. How exactly does that happen?
Well, by consciously maintaining an attitude of profound appreciation for what we already have, we send this clear, powerful signal out. A signal that we're ready and worthy to receive even more. And this isn't just a spiritual idea. It aligns with the principle that our thoughts and emotions create energetic vibrations. Gratitude generates one of the highest vibrational frequencies possible. Imagine sending out this clear, high-frequency signal into the universe. It acts as a powerful catalyst for manifesting corresponding abundance.
Okay, given that power, what are some simple daily practices for cultivating this kind of transformative gratitude?
It can be really simple. Begin each morning by consciously acknowledging maybe just 3 specific things you're genuinely grateful for. But critically, focus on the emotions they generate within you. Don't just list them mechanically. Feel the gratitude. Then, throughout your day, try to pause and appreciate small moments of abundance. The warmth of a good cup of coffee, a friendly smile from a stranger, a moment of unexpected peace. These seemingly micro moments of gratitude, when practiced consistently, they accumulate. They create a permanent, pervasive state of abundance awareness.
And what about advanced gratitude exercises, especially when facing challenges or what feels like a genuine lack? That sounds incredibly difficult.
That's a crucial point, yeah, and it moves beyond just surface-level gratitude. Advanced gratitude involves appreciating not just the obvious blessings, but actively seeking and finding gratitude within challenges and perceived lacks. When you can genuinely thank your difficulties for the growth opportunities they present, you begin to transcend the illusion of scarcity and tap into infinite abundance. This might mean, for example, being grateful for a job loss that ultimately leads to a far better opportunity down the road, or appreciating financial constraints that force you to learn invaluable money management skills. It's a deep shift in perspective.
So it's like a feedback loop then.
Yeah.
The more grateful we are, the more abundance we experience, which gives us more to be grateful for.
You've hit on it perfectly. The relationship between gratitude and abundance operates as this powerful feedback loop. The more grateful you become, the more abundance you naturally notice and receive, which in turn gives you even more to be genuinely grateful for. It creates this upward spiral of increasing prosperity and joy, and it also fundamentally helps you maintain perspective during those temporary setbacks, preventing you from falling back into scarcity thinking that could otherwise block the natural flow.
How can we really maximize the power of gratitude? Go beyond just thinking it.
To truly maximize its power, engage all your senses in the experience of gratitude. When you're expressing thanks, feel it deeply in your body. Vividly visualize the blessing. Literally hear the words of appreciation in your mind. Allow that positive emotion to fill your entire being. This multi-sensory approach profoundly amplifies the energetic signal you're sending out, strengthening your capacity to attract abundance.
And what about the role of giving in this whole gratitude equation? Is it just about receiving?
Not at all. Gratitude isn't solely about receiving. It's equally crucial to express appreciation by giving to others, whether that's through genuine kind words, thoughtful actions, or sharing your resources when you can. The very act of giving from a place of gratitude multiplies abundance for everyone involved. It creates this powerful, positive ripple effect that significantly enhances the collective field of abundance consciousness.
So to kind of wrap up the essence of gratitude, it really boils down to consistency and authenticity, not just forcing positivity when things are tough.
Precisely. Consistent, authentic practice, not a facade of forced positive thoughts or outright denial of real challenges. That's what creates a stable platform for sustainable wealth creation. It maintains the energetic conditions necessary for a continuous flow of abundance by focusing on the abundance that already exists, even alongside any difficulties you might be facing.
You know, it's so easy for us to overlook the abundance that's just all around us. We're often conditioned maybe to focus on what's missing instead. How do we shift that perspective? How do we truly start recognizing abundance in our daily lives?
It's true, isn't it? We often miss the profound abundance surrounding us because our default programming is often to focus on perceived lacks or problems. Recognizing daily abundance is a profoundly transformative practice. It directly shifts your perspective and, almost like magic, naturally attracts more prosperity. When you consciously begin to acknowledge the abundance that already exists, you inevitably draw more of it into your experience.
Nature seems to provide such clear, almost undeniable examples of this. Can you give us some?
Oh, absolutely. Consider the simple apple seed. From one tiny seed, a tree can grow that produces thousands of apples over its lifetime, right? And each apple contains dozens more seeds, capable of creating even more trees. This principle of exponential multiplication is everywhere, from the seemingly countless stars in the night sky to the infinite grains of sand on a beach. By consciously observing these natural demonstrations of abundance, you can begin to internalize the undeniable truth that abundance is the inherent, natural state of the universe.
And it's not just out there in nature, right? Abundance also manifests in ways we often don't even notice in our personal lives, day to day.
Absolutely. Think about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the sunlight that sustains all life, all freely available in vast abundance. Your own body is a miracle of abundance, with trillions of cells working in perfect, intricate harmony, keeping you alive. The technology that connects you to the entire world in seconds, the incredible amount of knowledge freely available at your fingertips online, the daily opportunities that consistently present themselves if you look. These are all powerful expressions of abundance that too often go completely unnoticed.
So how can we make this recognition a practical daily thing? What's this daily abundance inventory you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, a highly effective practice is conducting a daily abundance inventory. It just means dedicating a little time each day, maybe just a few minutes, to consciously notice and appreciate the resources, the opportunities, the blessings present in your life right now. And this extends far beyond just material possessions. Think about your relationships, your unique skills and talents, your life experiences, good and bad, your inherent potential. Every person you know represents a connection to endless possibilities. Every skill you possess can be leveraged in new ways. Every experience has equipped you with valuable wisdom. It's all abundance.
This makes me wonder, how can seemingly ordinary situations become gateways to extraordinary abundance if we're not already seeing them that way?
Well, opportunities for abundance are literally surrounding us constantly, but we have to actively train our minds to recognize them. What might appear as a totally ordinary situation to others could genuinely be your gateway to extraordinary abundance. A casual conversation could unexpectedly lead to a life-changing opportunity. A seemingly random idea that pops into your head could spark a wildly profitable venture. When you approach life with a heightened abundance awareness, you start to see vast possibilities where others might only perceive limitations or dead ends.
It really sounds like maximizing what we already have is a key piece of this puzzle then, not always chasing something new.
Yes, truly making the most of your existing resources is another crucial aspect of recognizing and leveraging abundance. Often we overlook the immense value of what we already possess while we're perpetually seeking more. Your current network, your existing skills, your present resources, they contain vast, untapped potential just waiting to be maximized. Ask yourself, how can I creatively use what's already at my disposal? Could a spare room become a source of rental income? Could a hobby be transformed into a thriving side business? Could your unique expertise be shared through teaching or consulting?
And this truly requires presence, mindfulness, especially maybe in challenging times, to see that abundance that's still there.
Without a doubt. Recognizing abundance absolutely requires slowing down enough to genuinely notice the richness that exists in each present moment, even amidst challenging times. Abundance can indeed be found even when you're struggling, if you are truly willing to look for it. A difficult situation might actually be providing invaluable lessons, building powerful resilience, or even opening doors to completely unexpected opportunities that wouldn't have appeared otherwise.
So how do we reframe everyday experiences then to truly see this constant flow of abundance? Give us some examples.
Developing an abundance recognition practice fundamentally involves reframing how you view your everyday experiences. Instead of instinctively viewing bills as a burden, for example, try reframing them as tangible evidence of the valuable services and conveniences you have enjoyed. You paid for electricity, you got power. Rather than focusing on traffic during your commute, choose to appreciate the sheer ability to travel, the incredible technology of your car, the infrastructure that makes it possible. When you consciously shift your perspective in these ways, ordinary moments transform into extraordinary demonstrations of abundance. Again, this isn't about denying difficulties. It's about maintaining a deep awareness of the abundant resources and support that are always available, creating a foundation of unwavering confidence and possibility thinking.
So what does this all mean? How does this self-reinforcing nature of abundance recognition actually work in practice? How does it build?
By consciously practicing abundance recognition daily, you will steadily develop a heightened awareness of the prosperity that consistently surrounds you. It becomes easier to spot. This sharpened awareness will profoundly influence your decisions, your actions, your overall energy. It creates a powerful, positive feedback loop that continuously expands your experience of abundance. The more you genuinely recognize abundance, the more it seems to grow, creating this ever-expanding, joyful cycle of prosperity in your life.
Okay, now let's talk about creating wealth through positive energy alignment. This sounds like a powerful, almost alchemical force for manifesting abundance. Can you clarify what that truly means?
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting, the energy aspect.
Yeah.
The alignment of our personal energy with wealth is genuinely one of the most potent forces in manifesting abundance. When we grasp how to harness and consciously direct our energetic frequency toward prosperity, we ignite this unstoppable momentum that naturally and effortlessly attracts wealth. This alignment isn't merely about positive thinking, it's about establishing a profound resonance, a vibrational match between our inner energetic state and the abundance we deeply desire to attract.
So the foundational understanding here is that everything, including money itself, is fundamentally energy.
Precisely. Every single thing in the universe is fundamentally energy. And that absolutely includes money and wealth. They have a vibration. When we tune our personal energy to precisely match the frequency of abundance, we instantly become natural attractors of prosperity. This profound process begins with a conscious awareness of our current energetic state throughout each day. Our energy fluctuates based on thoughts, emotions, experiences. By becoming attuned to these fluctuations, we can then deliberately shift our energy to match the vibrant vibration of wealth.
And what does this wealth frequency feel like? Can you describe its characteristics?
The wealth frequency, yeah, it has distinct characteristics we can learn to recognize and embody. It feels expansive, light, imbued with an unwavering confidence. There's a palpable sense of ease and flow, a complete absence of struggle or resistance. When you are truly aligned with wealth energy, you inherently feel worthy, capable, and profoundly deserving of abundance. You just know it. And you naturally make decisions from a place of overflow, not from fear or lack.
How do we practically attune ourselves to this frequency in our daily lives? What are the steps?
To actively attune yourself to the wealth frequency, start by identifying the specific activities and environments that consistently elevate your energy. What makes you feel good? Expansive. This might involve spending intentional time in nature, engaging in deeply creative pursuits, connecting with genuinely inspiring people, or practicing focused meditation. Pay close attention to how your body feels when you are in these high energy states. That visceral, physical awareness helps to anchor the wealth frequency deep within your being.
So manifestation becomes truly powerful when it's combined with this energy alignment. How does that connection actually work?
Manifestation truly becomes powerful when it's seamlessly combined with energetic alignment. Instead of simply visualizing or affirming wealth from a place of lack, we must actively embody the energy of already being wealthy. This means carrying yourself with the quiet confidence of a prosperous person, making decisions as if money were abundant and flowing, treating your current resources, whatever they are, with profound respect and appreciation. When your actions are perfectly aligned with your energetic state, you create an incredibly powerful magnetic force for wealth attraction.
This makes me wonder about aligned action. It's not just sitting around wishing, right? There has to be action involved.
You're spot on. Taking aligned action is absolutely crucial in this process. While maintaining a positive energetic state is paramount, it must be paired with practical, intentional steps toward your wealth goals. The critical distinction is ensuring your actions emanate from a place of alignment and inspiration, rather than from desperation or fear. That feeling is key. When you feel truly aligned, opportunities will naturally present themselves, and you'll find yourself making inspired choices that effortlessly lead to greater abundance. It feels less like pushing and more like flowing.
How do we maintain this positive energy flow consistently? Day in, day out?
Yeah.
It sounds like it could be easy to slip.
Maintaining positive energy flow requires dedicated, regular practice and conscious attention. It's a discipline. Create daily rituals that specifically support your energetic alignment with wealth. This might include a morning meditation focused on abundance, maybe some energy clearing exercises before bed, or an evening reflection on instances of abundance that manifested in your day. And crucially, also pay attention to any energy drains in your life: toxic relationships, cluttered spaces, persistent negative self-talk patterns, and take decisive steps to address them. Protect your energy.
So even our daily money transactions can be part of this energetic alignment, how we spend and receive.
Absolutely. The practice of energy alignment also involves being profoundly conscious of your money transactions. When you spend money, try to do so with positive energy and genuine gratitude for the value received. Feel good about the exchange. When you receive money, welcome it with deep appreciation and respect, no matter the amount. Feel worthy of it. Every single financial interaction becomes an opportunity to strengthen your alignment with wealth energy.
It's compelling to realize that our energy will naturally fluctuate. It's not always going to be high vibe. How do we handle those inevitable dips and still maintain this high vibration overall?
Energy alignment isn't a one-time achievement. It's definitely an ongoing practice. There will be moments, days even, when your energy dips or you feel disconnected from the wealth frequency. That's human. Instead of judging these moments or feeling like a failure, view them as valuable opportunities to practice conscious realignment. What can I do right now to shift? The more consistently you work with these energy alignment principles, the more natural and automatic they become. Your ability to maintain positive energy alignment directly impacts your wealth attraction capacity. As you continuously align your energy with abundance, you'll witness more opportunities, resources, support effortlessly flowing into your life. This creates that powerful positive feedback loop where abundance attracts even more abundance, establishing a sustainable cycle of prosperity. Through this conscious energy alignment, you become a powerful, intentional creator of wealth in your life.
Let's unpack this next idea. Our relationship with money truly shapes our reality. Money is often seen just as currency, but the sources say it's more like a mirror, reflecting our deepest beliefs. Can you elaborate on that? It's a profound idea.
It really is. The key takeaway here is that money is indeed far more than just currency. It acts as this precise mirror reflecting our deepest beliefs, our fears, our aspirations. The way we instinctively think about, interact with, and manage money directly creates our financial reality. So many people struggle with money, not because they lack skills or opportunities, but because they carry these unconscious beliefs and energetic patterns that often unknowingly sabotage their financial success.
And how are these fundamental money relationships typically formed? Does it usually go back to childhood?
Yes, profoundly so, usually. Our earliest experiences with money and the messages we received about it, maybe explicitly, maybe implicitly, often shape our adult relationship with wealth. Perhaps you grew up hearing limiting phrases like money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy, or maybe you just observed stress around bills. These childhood impressions become deeply embedded in our subconscious mind. They subtly influence our decisions and behaviors around money, often completely without our conscious awareness.
So the first step to transforming our financial reality is to truly understand and start to heal this relationship. How do we begin that process?
To fundamentally transform your financial reality, you absolutely must first diligently understand and begin to heal your relationship with money. Start by examining your current money story. What specific beliefs do you hold about wealth and wealthy people? How do you genuinely feel when you receive money? What emotions come up when you spend it? Your honest answers will reveal crucial insights about your underlying money relationship. Try to identify common limiting beliefs, things like, I don't deserve to be wealthy, or making money requires immense struggle, because these act as invisible yet incredibly powerful energetic barriers.
And once we identify these limiting beliefs, how do we actively release them? It sounds easier said than done.
Releasing them definitely requires conscious, consistent effort. It's a practice. When negative money thoughts surface, pause. Rigorously question their validity. Are they based on objective facts? Or are they simply inherited beliefs you've absorbed? Are they even true for you? Then, actively replace them with empowering alternatives that align with the financial reality you want to create. For example, transform money is scarce and hard to come by into something like money flows easily and abundantly into my life from many expected and unexpected channels, and really try to feel the truth of the new belief.
It sounds like healthy money habits also play a crucial role in strengthening this relationship, not just changing our thoughts.
You've hit on a vital point there. Cultivating healthy money habits profoundly strengthens your relationship with wealth. It shows respect. Treat money with respect by maintaining organized finances, maybe diligently tracking your spending, not obsessively but consciously, and expressing genuine gratitude for both income and expenses. See expenses as proof of value received. View money as a powerful tool for creating value and positive impact in the world, rather than just a source of stress or external validation. When you handle money with consciousness and care, you send this clear signal to the universe, to your subconscious, that you are genuinely ready for greater abundance.
So it's really about actively reprogramming our money mindset through consistent action and belief, working together.
Exactly. Reprogramming your money mindset involves consistent practice of both new thoughts and new behaviors. They reinforce each other. Start each day, perhaps, by affirming your inherent worthiness of wealth. Vividly visualize money as a positive flowing force in your life, and then critically take inspired action that aligns with your abundant mindset, whether that's investing in your education, courageously starting a side hustle or business, or creatively developing additional income streams. Action grounds the belief.
How does this transform money relationship directly influence our ability to attract wealth? What's the mechanism?
Your relationship with money directly influences your capacity to attract and sustain wealth. Individuals who genuinely view money as a friend, an ally, an energy, rather than an adversary or a source of fear, they just naturally draw more financial opportunities. They tend to make decisions from a place of possibility and expansion rather than fear of loss, which consistently leads to better financial outcomes over time. They grasp that money is simply energy, and their positive money relationship allows this energy to flow freely and unhindered in their lives. When you establish a truly healthy and aligned money relationship, wealth attraction becomes a much more natural, almost effortless process.
What about that common feeling of guilt? So many people feel guilty even wanting more money. It seems to be a real block for folks.
That's a crucial question and a very common block. It's absolutely vital to release any guilt about wanting more money. The sources emphasize that abundance is, in fact, your natural state. You're meant to thrive. When you genuinely feel good about money, about having it, about wanting it, about using it well, money naturally feels good about flowing to you. It's an energetic match. Your current financial situation, whatever it may be, is simply a reflection of past thoughts and beliefs. But you possess the inherent power right now, in this moment, to create a new reality by consciously cultivating a positive and empowering money relationship.
So in essence, it really boils down to a profound choice we make about this relationship day after day.
Indeed. Your relationship with money truly profoundly shapes your entire financial reality.
Mhm.
Choose wisely. Make it a relationship that consistently serves your highest good and profoundly supports your grandest dreams of abundance.
Okay, our attention. It's described here as one of our most powerful forces, like a magnifying glass focusing sunlight. How does our attention actually influence abundance in our lives?
It's compelling to realize that, yes, our attention is indeed one of our most potent forces. It's capable of amplifying and energizing whatever we choose to focus on. This fundamental principle of energy flow, where attention goes, energy flows forms the very cornerstone of creating and sustaining abundance. When we consciously direct our attention toward prosperity, toward opportunity, toward growth, we naturally attract more of these desired elements into our experience.
So our minds are constantly filtering information, and what we choose to focus on literally becomes our reality. Can you expand on that a bit?
Yeah, our minds are perpetually processing and filtering this immense amount of information from our environment every second. What we choose to focus on effectively becomes our reality, not because other things magically cease to exist, but because our attention makes certain aspects of life more prominent, more accessible within our consciousness. It brings them to the foreground. This powerful selective attention mechanism can work either for us or against us when it comes to abundance, entirely depending on how we consciously choose to utilize it.
So how do we consciously direct our attention toward abundance then, instead of letting it drift automatically towards scarcity or what's missing?
The art of directing attention toward abundance begins with a deep, conscious awareness of our habitual thought patterns. Where does your mind tend to go? When we habitually focus on lack, on problems, on limitations, we inadvertently strengthen those scarcity neural pathways, creating a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Conversely, when we intentionally direct our attention to abundance, to emerging opportunities, to positive possibilities, we actively strengthen our abundance consciousness and, as a direct result, attract more prosperity. It's like building a muscle.
What are some specific tools we can use to help focus our attention effectively?
Visualization stands out as an incredibly powerful tool here. By creating vivid, detailed mental images of your desired wealthy state, really getting into it, you engage multiple sensory channels. You're seeing it, feeling the associated emotions, even imagining the physical sensations. This powerfully strengthens your abundance attraction. It involves far more than just seeing pictures. It demands fully immersing yourself in the experience of living with wealth and abundance now.
And how do our intentions play a role in channeling this attention, setting clear intentions?
Clear abundance intentions act as powerful beacons. They guide your focus towards specific manifestations of abundance in your life. Unlike vague wishes, I wish I had more money, well-crafted intentions provide precise direction for your attention and energy. I'm joyfully attracting an extra $1,000 this month through my creative side project. They should be specific enough to generate clear mental images, yet flexible enough to allow for unexpected opportunities and forms of abundance to emerge. Don't limit how it can come.
What about strategies for managing our attention on a daily basis? It seems like it can be so easily pulled in countless directions in our modern world.
Effective attention management strategies are absolutely crucial in maintaining an unwavering abundance focus. It involves both proactive and protective measures. Proactively, you can establish daily practices that consistently reinforce your abundance awareness. Things like morning visualization sessions, dedicated abundance journaling, or heartfelt gratitude rituals. Protectively, you need to vigilantly guard against distractions and negative influences, maybe limiting news intake, unfollowing negative social media accounts, managing notifications, things that could pull your attention towards scarcity thinking.
So it's also about setting abundance goals, isn't it? That must help focus attention towards something specific.
It definitely does. Creating well-defined abundance goals strategically aligns your attention with specific desired outcomes, while, again, simultaneously maintaining flexibility about the precise path to achievement. These goals should be inspiring enough to naturally draw your attention and energy toward them, yet realistic enough in your own mind to maintain your unwavering belief in their attainability. The key is often to set goals that stretch you beyond your current circumstances, pushing your comfort zone while remaining within the realm of possibility in your mind.
This sounds like it requires significant consistency and patience. It's not an overnight fix.
It profoundly does. The practice of consciously directing attention toward abundance demands both consistency and patience. Like any profound skill, it measurably improves with regular practice and dedicated conscious effort. You must be willing to repeatedly redirect your attention when you notice it drifting towards scarcity-based thoughts or limiting beliefs. Just gently bring it back. This persistent redirection gradually establishes new neural pathways and significantly strengthens your abundance consciousness over time.
So what does this all mean for the natural and inevitable outcome of this consistent practice? Where does it lead?
The flow of abundance naturally and inevitably follows our attention. This powerful principle operates constantly, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. We're always manifesting based on our focus. By becoming more aware of precisely where we direct our attention and by consciously choosing to focus on abundance, we actively activate this natural law in service of our prosperity and overall well-being. As we master the art of attention direction, we become increasingly effective creators of our abundant reality. Our attention acts as this powerful magnet, drawing toward us the experiences, opportunities, circumstances that perfectly match its focus. And this creates that positive feedback loop where increased abundance naturally draws even more of our focused attention, which in turn attracts even greater abundance. It builds momentum.
Now, for our final lesson, the sources talk about the journey to abundance not as a finite destination, but as a permanent, inherent state of being. What does this profound transformation truly entail? How do you live there?
It's truly remarkable to consider, isn't it? Living in permanent abundance requires a complete fundamental transformation of how you perceive and interact with the world. It's a whole new way of being. At its core, it springs from the deep embodied understanding that abundance is our natural state. Just as nature ceaselessly demonstrates boundless prosperity, the sun consistently shines, trees produce countless seeds season after season, the ocean is perpetually limitless. It just is. This profound realization forms the very foundation for establishing lasting abundance rituals, daily practices that continuously reinforce this truth.
So it really starts with our mornings, setting the tone for an abundant day right from the beginning.
Precisely. Creating these abundance rituals often begins with intentional morning practices that effectively set the tone for your entire day. Upon waking, maybe before you even get out of bed or check your phone, dedicate a moment to connect with the visceral feeling of abundance. This might involve expressing profound gratitude for basic blessings: the air you breathe, the comfort of your bed, the simple fact of being alive, the myriad opportunities awaiting you. By consistently starting each day from a deep place of abundance, you effectively program your mind to actively seek and recognize abundance throughout all your daily experiences.
It sounds like consistent habits are the true building blocks here, small things done daily.
They are, absolutely. Think of these abundance habits as the essential building blocks. Each one requires consistency and dedication. Every positive choice you make, whether it's diligently saving a portion of your income, investing wisely in your personal growth, or consciously choosing thoughts that consistently align with prosperity, contributes significantly to your abundant foundation. These habits, when practiced consistently, become automatic. They become ingrained responses that effortlessly attract more abundance into your life.
And this naturally leads to developing a long-term wealth mindset, moving beyond just thinking about today or tomorrow.
That's a key distinction, yes. The development of a long-term wealth mindset transcends immediate gratification. It involves making deliberate decisions today that will profoundly benefit your future self. Understanding that true abundance compounds exponentially over time. This might mean wisely investing in appreciating assets, consciously cultivating enriching relationships that support your growth, diligently developing valuable skills that significantly increase your value in the marketplace. A long-term perspective inherently helps you weather temporary setbacks with grace while maintaining your abundant state of mind. You see the bigger picture.
But the real challenge, I imagine, is maintaining this state of permanent abundance when external circumstances inevitably don't always align. Things go wrong. How do we do that?
That's a crucial point, and it really calls for developing deep emotional resilience and an unwavering faith in the inherent abundance of the universe, regardless of appearances. When challenges invariably arise, and they will, the transformative shift is to view them as potent opportunities for growth, learning, or redirection, rather than as a fundamental threats to your underlying abundance. This profound shift in perspective empowers you to maintain your abundant energy, your core state, even amidst the most difficult times.
So it's not just about accumulating personal wealth then, it's also about creating a lasting legacy of abundance, sharing it.
That's a truly powerful insight, yes. Creating a legacy of abundance expands far beyond mere personal wealth accumulation. It profoundly involves sharing your abundance mindset with others, teaching these transformative principles to future generations, your children, your community, actively contributing to the collective prosperity of your community and the wider world. By genuinely helping others recognize and tap into their own abundant nature, you actually amplify and multiply the flow of abundance in your own life in unforeseen ways. It's not zero-sum.
And how do we actually embody this abundant energy in every single moment? Make it our default state, not something we have to constantly strive for.
The key to maintaining permanent abundance lies in your unwavering ability to embody abundant energy in every moment. It becomes who you are. This means consciously making choices that align with abundance, speaking words that consistently reflect prosperity and possibility, taking actions that powerfully demonstrate your faith in unlimited possibilities, even if it feels like a stretch initially. As you consistently operate from this elevated state, you naturally attract more opportunities, resources, experiences that precisely mirror this abundant vibration. It becomes your reality because it's your frequency.
So what does this all mean for living a state of permanent abundance? It sounds like it's intrinsically linked to the practice of presence, being here now.
You've put it beautifully. Living in permanent abundance is fundamentally a practice of presence. It really is. It's about being fully, exquisitely aware of the wealth that exists in each fleeting moment, the invaluable wealth of time, the richness of your relationships, the constant flow of opportunities, even small ones, the depth of your experiences. By consistently maintaining this profound awareness, you naturally align yourself with the universal flow of abundance, allowing it to manifest in increasingly profound and unexpected ways in your life. Your journey to permanent abundance is uniquely yours, of course, but the underlying principles remain constant. Stay deeply committed to your abundance practices, remain wide open to truly receiving, which can be hard for some, and cultivate an unshakable trust in the natural flow of prosperity. As you embody these principles day after day, you'll find that living in abundance becomes as natural as breathing, a permanent state of being that defines your very existence and positively influences everyone around you.
Wow. What an expansive journey we've really been on today. We've explored this law of abundance from, well, profoundly shifting our mindsets and cultivating our energy to reshaping our very relationship with money and consciously directing where our attention goes.
And the true significance of this knowledge, I think, is that it's not just about financial wealth, is it? It's about fundamentally transforming your entire relationship with prosperity, becoming a powerful, conscious attractor of abundance in all forms, a truly holistic state of being that can pervade your entire life experience.
So what does this all mean for you, listening right now? Here's a final thought to mull over. If our attention truly acts as a magnet for what we focus on, what single most impactful area of abundance will you choose to consistently direct your attention to, starting today, to begin transforming your reality? How might that one conscious shift, practiced daily, start to change not just your wealth, but your entire life experience? Something to think about.